So in order to send designs to the Happy without using the USB or floppy drive, you can use HAPPYLink and connect it directly to your computer. So for the first setup, you need to go under the function menu, go up to RS232, select that, make sure it says on, but you can toggle with the plus and minus, and make sure that the speed is set to the 384. If you have issues, you can change it to 192 or 96. The lower the number, the slower it's going to go. So I would always try it in this one. Sometimes the connection is a little iffy and it'll drop it. Usually I would do number one, but 0 is the fastest. So once you get that, click this P to exit it, and it should be good. And then we can go over to the machine, or sorry, the computer. So HAPPYLink is set up right now, or it's open. I'm going to go under File, Options, and we can see the menu here. So it is incompatible with HAPPYLink because it's older. It's 12 needles, RS232 Charlie, no bore, and that's it. So we're going to hit OK. We're going to go under File again, Port Settings, and here we have our port 1, and we select our port speed. Now you may notice that neither of these options were listed on the machine, which means we can't use them. So just make sure it matches. And then the process of actually sending the file over is pretty simple. You just do the open design. I always uncheck this preview because if you actually have it selected, it's going to show it. I guess actually it's working a lot faster now. Originally, before I reformatted the computer, it would take forever to show the design. But we're going to send this design over, so I'm going to hit OK. You'll see it'll come up. And I can do a couple different things. So this first one is going to be my needle selection. So if I want to change what the actual needle colors are on here, I can go in, and so 4, let me take a quick look. So 4 is going to be blue, yellow, red, white, black. So 4 is, we'll just pick a blue, yellow, red. Oh, I skipped a color. Blue, yellow, red, white, black. Return. And now you can see that it updated all of my colors. You only have to do this once. And then let's say my white actually needs to be black. I can just select it here, hit OK, and you'll see it made it appear black. But I'm going to put that back. If you want to have the machine stop, so let's say I'm doing a applique and I want it to show the white first, stop, then I just tap stop, and you'll see the little asterisk there. So that means it's going to stop then. You can also program in different speeds. The actual speeds are they're predefined and they're in the user manual. I don't remember exactly what they are, but if you need to change the size or the scale, you can do that here. If you're doing caps, you would do, I think the third one, because you want to do it upside down. If I do that, it'll show it. Yep, so that's what you would do. But because I'm not doing it that way, we'll undo it. If you want to replicate it, so this is how you can do it if you want to do like multiple in one hoop. So the first thing I usually do is I come down here to get my height and width. So I got 77 and 76. So what I would do is go in here. So I want to do 3 crossed, 3 up or vertical, and then I'm going to set this number. I'm just going to do 80 by 80. And now it's going to do one right next to each other, and it's going to leave a gap of 4 millimeters basically between the top and the left or the right side. It's not going to show it to me here, but when I send it over to the machine, you'll see that it'll say that there's a pattern. If you want to do a frame out, you can tell it to, or where to actually go. I would recommend looking at the user manual for that, because there's a couple things you got to take into play for that. I rarely used it, and same with the offset. I don't think I've ever used it. This one with the scroll, that is your fabric color. So if you want to make it a darker color so you can see a little bit better, that's what you can do there. And you can do some stitch editing here if you want. It shows up on the right side. You can go scroll through and you can see that it's going through, and then I could insert different functions if I wanted, but I don't need to do that. So now that I got that, I can send it to my machine right here by clicking this button, and it beeped on my machine. It's receiving it. So because I did that pattern, so it's going to do 3 by 3, this icon should light up. This icon means that it is transferring from the computer. This one is your cap, but we're not using the cap method. So, okay, so it loaded. It doesn't always show you this on the, as soon as it loads it, but I can see that it loaded 55th MXG, which is what I had. There's that icon that I mentioned, so it's a pattern. If I hit this button here, I don't know what it's supposed to actually be, but I always thought that they're kind of like ram sticks, but I don't know. Now we can see all our colors are in. So the first one was white, which it is, but it's showing up black on here because I never actually set the colors. And if I want to verify the pattern setting, it is this one. And then I go to setting, repeat. And now you can see that we're doing 3 by 3. Now I don't actually want that, so I'm going to do that. Now you see that the pattern went away. So now it'll just be doing 1, starting in the dead center. And that is basically it. So that's how you send a design from HAPPYLink to the HCG series.